on, honey. Don't fight me. Righteous. Hey guys, welcome out to the range. You just saw the world's fastest reloading video. Have a good day. Just kidding. Okay, did a little play on words there. The world's fastest reloading video. What that's referring to is when you're doing reload training, reloading training is something you do at home. You do not do it at the range. And the reason you don't do it at the range, and this took me years, guys, as you've heard me say ad nauseum, I have attended 65 classes as a student. Okay, that means that I have shut my mouth, which is a big deal for me, shut my mouth, humbled myself, sat at the knee of an instructor and listened and tried it their way. And in so doing, when that moment happens, you're like, bro, okay, I never saw that from that point of view. That's the moment of learning that occurs. Those of you that have trained with me out here understand what I'm talking about. There's a moment of learning that occurs when you're holding the rifle and you're doing the technique the way it's been shown to you, and then you get it. And what I'm driving at is this. Reloading training, reloading from empty, should not be something that you allow yourself to become accustomed to. Reloading, or tack swapping, as it were, should be your focus. What that means is you're running a hot line, okay? But I only run, some of my classes are only 4 students. Like, they tap out at 4 students, period. That's it. And I want it that way because I want to be able to be hands-on with everyone, because I do not employ assistant instructors. It is always me, period. Whenever you come to train with me, it's always me. And I want to make sure that I can watch everyone, that I can keep track of everyone. And because of that, I run a hotline. Because I run a hotline from very early on in the class, you guys have heard me say this. We're running a hotline. It is your responsibility to keep your weapon topped off at all times. Don't look at me to ask for a reload unless I specifically tell you that there's a certain drill we're going to do and it requires you to have an empty bag or whatever. Fine. But those are reloading drills, which I don't do. I want you guys practicing topping your gun off. And for a rifle, it is pulling your mag out of the holder, comes up, out, Coke can style or beer can style, whatever you want to call it. The magazine is brought to the rifle, and the thumb and the index finger are kept here. You then pinch, the index finger. The index finger is kept here. You then pinch the magazine that's coming out of the gun with the thumb and the social finger. You eject, pull out, swing over, shove up, pull down, and then make contact with the magazine, with this magazine. So now you've extracted your index finger, and then slide down. And the reason this is the crucial part is it does away with the fumble, because now you've actually gained control of this magazine. Your middle finger is no longer in the way. That becomes a bigger problem when you're dealing with gloves. So once again, do not be ejecting this magazine until you have full control over it with your support hand. And it's eject, in, out, out, in, store, back on the gun. If you are dealing with a situation where you have only one load to deal with, meaning you only have one spare, and the magazine comes out of the gun and goes back to the same place that the magazine came out of that you just put into the gun. If you have a spare, like I do here, then consider taking the mag that's in the rifle, doing your tack swap, and then instead of storing it here, you can either take it to a back pocket, which I refer to as a field expedient dump pouch, or you can jam it in a front pocket where you can get it, or one of the techniques that I was taught as a cop is you jam it into your belly. Basically, it's because you're wearing body armor, but you jam it into your belly at an angle like this, and then knife it hard, there you go, into your pants. Why jamming it in hard? By jamming it in hard, it compresses the abdominal wall and ensures that you get past the belt line. So it's the mag comes out, jam it into your belly, and jam it in hard. and now it's trapped in the inguinal notch. For those of you that carry appendix carry, you know, your gun would normally be here, but I'm a lefty. I'm wrong-handed. But the idea is, if you're right-handed, obviously it'd be here. So you jam it into the abdominal wall at an angle, knife it in, and then jam it, slide it down hard, and jam it, and it's trapped in the inguinal notch right here. And the reason I like it here is, even if I take a knee, it's not going anywhere. It's being trapped by the abdominal wall above and by the inguinal notch below. And if I need this mag, if things have gotten that bad and I need this mag, I still know where it is. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys for today. There's really nothing else there. I mean, it's mag out, mag in, store, retain that mag. Guys, I'm really big on retention of the components of your gun. Anything that belongs on your person should remain on your person. And let me add this, and that also includes empty mags. If you should actually get to the point where you're doing an emergency reload from empty, try, if you can, to retain that empty mag. So basically, imagine that this is an empty reload. So basically, this would be locked to the rear, and it would be mag out, mag in, bolt forward, store, and continue fighting if you have to. But guys, retain that mag. I don't know how else to put this except to say this. This is physical, and it is tied to you because you're touching it. Read between the lines. You should be loading your mags with gloves on. Read between the lines. As always, I thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. Get those guns out in practice. Have a good one.